Hey everyone, this is James Patrick back at you, Ableton certified trainer. Going to show off some tricks I use in this track Subdub that people seem to really like, and it's got a lot of really cool intricacies and cool techniques I got to employ. This time I'm going to show off how I made some transition sounds for the song, different kind of swooshes and pads and risers that are going to help create some ambience around the track. Like for instance, let's start it from the very beginning. Cool, nice ambience around the very beginning there. Everything's all nicely in key. Okay, now, as I've pointed out, there's some nice lush vibes in the beginning. As I've pointed out, a lot of the work that I do starts with MIDI and then involves resampling things to audio and then working with audio files on the track to make, things sound a little more exciting. Been doing a lot of that lately, especially in these videos, but the technique I want to show off today just involves making nice like swells or risers or transitions or pads that'll always stay in key and always stay lush and thick in your songs. It's a simple trick that I did, like for instance in the case of this purple swells track that I started the song out with. I'm going to solo it with the letter S. And what that sound is it's actually my reverb or delay that was over here. So a recording of this actual song, I resampled the return tracks to a new track, and then I turned warp mode off, and I got to play around with the transposition, like in octaves or perfect fifths, and that's going to give me a nice harmony opportunity. And since it's not in warp mode, you'll notice, in fact, when I go back to that and pull this down a little, when I adjust the transposition, it actually changes the length of the sample. So I'm actually, since it's not warped, I can make the sounds really nice and long and stay perfectly in key. Here's 2 octaves. So all I need to do is duplicate that. Now I've got another one. This one maybe I'll make -12. Oh, gotta add it to the solo list there. There's a lot that can be done here for making cool ambiances. And again, all those recordings are originally created with just resampling the return tracks. So let's go ahead and make a couple of them, or make just one of them now for fun, just to see how I did that. We'll make one from scratch. Let's go to a different part of the track. Let me go to we'll maybe go to the first drop, bust through the breakdown. Let's try it out. Cool. Hear that, the reverb and delay just getting slammed? These are awesome opportunities to resample because the new swooshes and recordings I have are going to be perfectly in key and harmonizing nicely with my song. Yeah. I'm going to head over to my session view and I'm going to make a new audio track with Command T. I'm not going to make it black because I use that for certain kinds of things, as I've discussed in other videos. And I'm going to hit Option Command I to show the I/O section. And now in this case, I'm going to record from somewhere discreetly. I'm going to go right to my reverb this time. Now I'm just going to arm it to record and hit one of these circles to start sampling. Again, I'm inserted in my arrangement view to start right at that first drop. Cool, that's nice. Got some stuff going on there. I'll go ahead and maybe just crop it down to 4 bars. Maybe I'll slide this over so I just have the chunk that I like. Not necessary to do those steps, but now if I right click on the clip itself, I'll be able to crop it. Nice. Now I'm going to I'll rename it, I suppose, before I go any further. Let's call this a verb swell. And now I can grab it and head on over to my arrangement view and just drop it in wherever I like it. Let's was thinking that would be a really cool thing to have right as the breakdown kicks. Let's go back to the arrangement with this particular clip, and let's listen to it by itself real quick. Cool, it's got some pomp in there from some side chaining and stuff. That's all cool. I'm going to go ahead and shift tab, take a look at my effects on the track. Maybe I already have a default setup, scooping the bass out, maybe add a little soft clipping. I could also normalize the clip by hitting Command J. There we go. Consolidate that thing. Just had to play a little trick on the plug-in there. Sonarworks is tailoring my headphone mix here. Now look at what I can do. I can click on my clip volume. It's turned itself down. I can hit delete, and now I have this big, fat reverb swell. That's kind of tight. I could also click on the clip here. I'm going to go to my sample field and hold shift, and I'm just going to align that right on the one there. Nice. Now that it's all loud like that, I don't need the soft clip. Nice. And I can even align it even closer. Noticing that it's kind of ducking. I can hold shift option and I can slide my audio file under the clip. So I can decide where I want that. There we go. Nice. That's where we want it. We'll add a little fade in too, just a tiny bit. It's pretty damn close, huh? Slide this over. Nice. So I'm liking that. So now I've got that chunk there, I can decide where I want it. Let's go ahead and take it out of solo. And I'll even turn it off just so we're not hearing it. Yeah, let's slide that thing right up to the drop. So I'll just use my arrows and click it in, turn it back on, and now maybe I just want a little bit on the end. Yeah, that's nice. Let's get closer in and fade it out with some F. I'm going to hit the letter Z to blow it up. And I'll fade out. Yeah, so that's pretty fun. So now that I have one layer in there, that's pretty cool. I think I want to add a little, I don't know, we could try adding harmony by duplicating it and pitch shifting it. We could try gating it and making it stab faster. Other fun things I really like to do with audio when I'm adding transition sounds and stuff is just to give them a little tension before a transition. So I'm going to actually grab this swell and I'm going to hold option. I'm going to put it somewhere. We've got a breakdown here. I'm going to put it right over the top of the breakdown, and now I'm going to fade it in and out. Look at that. Now I've got a nice little kind of shimmer sound. Let's listen to that by itself. Nice, huh? So, this is just another technique for making things happen. I think with this kind of a little transition slider, I'd go ahead and maybe click on my pan and show automation there, and then I'd select this chunk and make a cool little shape, maybe by right-clicking and try one of these triangle waves. Yeah, that's nice. That moves around through the mix for me. Yeah, that's fun. Maybe a little longer fade in even. Nice. So yeah, these are all fun tricks you can play with on the timeline. You're going to have a lot more control over your reverb when you're sliding and reversing and chopping and muting it and gating it versus just having it run and free all day long on the return track. So yeah, that's a lot of fun. Play around with that stuff and let me know what you come up with. You can hit me up if you have any thoughts or questions or if you want to learn more. jp@slamacademy.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have fun with this. The online classroom experience at Slam Academy is unparalleled. We love masterclass, YouTube tutorials, and everything in between, but Slam Academy is doing something entirely different. With partnerships in the latest interactive online technologies, the virtual classroom experience at Slam Academy is always immersive and engaging. In class, you will share full resolution line level audio with your instructor in real time, so it feels like you're right there in the studio. There are no vague, poorly described ideas here. Only specialized lessons designed by Ableton certified trainers where you work directly with experts as they help you sculpt your tracks and create your own sound.
Slam Academy is an Ableton certified training center offering courses in sound design, mixing and mastering, and more. www.slamacademy.com